face lights up and they're like, in fact, they start dancing. You know, they're so excited. I think that really does it for me. That does it for me completely. Like, it's so amazing to see how people respond to pieces that you design and they're like, oh, I love it. Oh my God. It makes me feel so happy.
Wow. If you had the opportunity, would you change the way Nigerians see fashion compared to how Americans see?
No, funny enough, no, because Nigerians love to shop, and me, I like people that shop because they spend their money, you know. So I would say no. I like the fact that Nigerians love to shop. Nigerians are very dressy and very colorful and flamboyant, and that's sort of like how I would describe my sort of taste in fashion. It's a little bit edgy, but with caution. So I'm not extremely edgy, but I like, you know, something different. I always say in fashion, everything has been done. We're not doing anything new. Everything you know, there's no new design that you say that I've never seen.
You
say
this,
maybe they took something and they changed something. So I say that in terms of my you know, my interaction with Nigerians and their love for fashion, I love it. I wouldn't change anything. I love the way we shop. I love the way we view fashion. I like how experimental we can be. We like colors. We're not afraid to wear, you know, when people they always look at Nigerians like, God, you guys are so extra, you're so dramatic in terms of your fashion. I love it. I think it's amazing. I love it.
Wow. So we've talked about the favorite thing you like about being a designer. What's the hardest thing?
The hardest thing about being
and what do you hate the most? Is there something you hate the most?
So the hardest thing I think would be how to stay relevant.
Sure.
You know, as a brand, you know, you have your highs. There'll be a time everybody's talking about you. Everyone is like, oh wow, maybe you release a collection and all the blogs are carrying it. So you are so high. And you want to maintain that high. You want people to keep talking about you. So it's hard to maintain that thing. You know, maintaining it means sleepless nights. It means that you have to keep giving them back to back to back. You can't just relax, you know, because once you relax, somebody else can just come and take the shine. And everybody will say, what happened to that brand? Now, wow, they were popular. Now they are not. Meanwhile, you are still there, but you are just not as relevant as you used to be. You just want your name to be mentioned in the right places. You want the right people to be buying your clothes and all that. So I think it's difficult. What was the other question you said?
What do you
the hardest most? And the thing I hate the most.
Yeah.
What do I hate the most about being a designer? That I'm not making enough money yet.
Oh.
I mean, I'm making money, but my vision is big. I want to be a big high street brand. So, you know, I just feel like, you know, it's a lot of effort. The time that you put into growing your brand, you may achieve some other things faster, but you have to just sacrifice that time to get there. So I would say probably that's the thing I don't like the most.
Okay. Speaking of money, let's play a quick game. Are you down for a quick game?
Am I going to win money?
We don't know. These are the rules of the game. If each questions are 5,000 naira, if you get them right, you will be winning the money. If you do not get them right, we are, you know, winning the money. These questions are about you, so you shouldn't. I mean, I'm not.
I should get it right.
Yes, and then you have 3 seconds to answer each question.
3
seconds to answer.
Okay.
The rules. Are you ready? Do you want to stretch or anything? Okay.
Okay.
Number one question. How many people are you following right now on Instagram?
2,360.
We'll check that. 2,360. I feel like I'm about to make money tonight. Okay, number two question. 2,360. Number 2 question. Just tell me she didn't go and check. Okay, number 2 question. Somebody already commented on 2,410, 5K in my pocket.
And my comments are not going, so I can't even. Oh God. Like my comments are stuck, so I can't see. Anyway, go on. I can't read the comments.
How many posts do you have on Instagram? Right.
Come on, guys. 649. I don't know.
649. We're going to check that. Number 3.
I'm
okay,
wrong.
the last question. Let me give you the easiest. Number 3 question. I don't know, should I call it a word? Let me say the sentence or the statement. 600, 340, and 34. You are wrong. You are wrong.
Come on, guys.
Okay, the last question. Let me say the statement. Let me say a word. The statement fashion designing has how many words? How many letters?
Fashion.
2, 1.
7 plus 9. I think I got it. 16.
Your time. We counted 3 seconds.
Now that counting is not easy. How people? Which kind? You people are cheating. You are cheating.
We asked 3 questions. You got none of them right. I mean,
now wow.
We're richer tonight. Thank you so much for that. Business transaction. We honestly appreciate it. What advice would you give to women that are trying, or what advice would you give to people that are trying to enter the creative industry?
I think the first thing I would say is, start small. I say this all the time. I can't emphasize it enough. Don't be in a hurry to spend money. A lot of people plan for business and they plan to spend. They plan to rent a space. They plan to renovate the space. They plan to do lunch party, buy drinks, invite photographer, all those things, right?
Yeah.
But your plan should be more on your income. How am I going to make money? So at the end of the day, I say, think about your plan in that, as I'm spending this money, how am I going to make it back? Don't be too quick to say, I need to get a space here, I need to do it. Because most times I think we're so carried away. Packaging now, we want to look good on Instagram. We want to look like we have everything, which is good. But sometimes you don't have to figure everything out before you start. You can start and then let everything start to, roll out slowly. And then as you are growing, you have your experience, you add on. But don't, a lot of people say, oh, I want to start this thing, but I don't have the money. I'll give an example. There's someone who follows me, and I follow her as well. She put out something, a beautiful cartoon sketch. And she captioned it, picking up my pencil again. So I saw that and I was like, wow, this is so beautiful. And I was like, why don't you think about doing like coloring books or, sketch, spot activity books, spot the difference, all those type of things. You can draw so well. And she was like, she didn't even think about it. I was like, this is so good. Like coloring books, even I still color till today. If I say a coloring book, I would actually color. So it's nice, and it's something that people always buy, because once you finish coloring, you have to buy a new one, right? So this is something she has in her hands. She doesn't really need that much to start that business, and you'd be surprised that in 6 months she would have sold 1,000 coloring books. Do you get? So I say to people, start with what you have, start with what is in your hands. Don't feel like it's not enough. Don't feel like you don't have the right money or connections or whatever. It doesn't matter. A lot of people, and I always advise people, when you see creative people you admire and you follow, always go to their first post. Unless maybe they deleted their old pictures, they don't want you to see that side. But if they started like from humble beginnings and they're growing, go and look at their first post and start to look at how they progress, and you'll be very encouraged, because you know that they didn't just become these great creative or influencers in one day. It took time. They just like they're not available to tell you their story, but it took time. So yeah.
Thank you so much for that. I mean, there's a saying about how customers are always right. We need to know how you deal with arrogant clients. Do you have any experience? Can you just give us details of what happened?
So the thing is, like, now, like I said, I have a team, so not everything happens with me. I'm not there in the front anymore, but I try to train my people to act the same way I would act. One of the things I say is this: when people walk into your establishment, sometimes they're coming from maybe an argument, maybe they are not in a good mood, but they want to buy something, right? But they might not want to laugh or give you any. So I always say to my people, like, if you notice someone is a bit, so don't be too in a hurry to greet them calmly and observe. Can I help you with anything? Do you need anything? And then from there, you now look at them. Maybe you can look at something they're wearing and be like, oh my God, your dress is so pretty. So you have to find a way to enter them. Everybody has a point where when you tell them, they'll start smiling. If you tell me that my skin is good, you have won me over because I love taking care of my skin. So when someone
Your
tells me
skin
that my
is
skin,
so good. Oh my God, you're glowing.
I love it. So I'm always excited when someone tells me that, and they've warmed me. So no matter how I was feeling, I would be warm towards that person because I'll be like, oh, thank you. So I feel like it's the same way. And as women, we have a lot of emotions and everything.
Yeah.
Too many things worrying us. So sometimes, a woman comes. It's not like she wants to be mean. It's not like she wants to be rude. But again, having said that, there are people that sometimes, yes, they're very difficult to deal with. I still feel that, you have to be diplomatic. You have to be patient. You have to calm down. There cannot be two winners. You can win with silence. You can win with patience. Sometimes it's not always about shouting back and, no, get out. Even if the woman shout, by the time you're so calm, even her should be like, I feel stupid because I'm the only one that is shouting here. So
Yeah.
as a business owner, you have to learn to, let the person say the last word. Whatever it is they need to get out, let them get it out. You'll be like, okay, I'll take care of the problem. I'll handle it. Don't worry. Let's see what we can do. The right things to keep. The same way if you have an argument with your friend, you have an argument with someone, how do you resolve it? The same things apply, even if the customer is not someone you know very well. You need to apply that rule of being patient, being quiet. Don't be shouting back and answering back. You see a lot of that happening on social media. Business owner and customer is exchanging words, and there can be somebody who decides that I'm going to be bigger than this, and I will make sure this thing is resolved. So I try to do that, and I try to train my staff to do the same thing as well.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that. Well, apart from the money and then the arrogant clients, what other challenges would you say you faced so far in the fashion gig, and how have you overcome them?
One of the first things I'll say in terms of challenges was in Nigeria, everybody wants to see the madam. So when you start business, everybody believes that you have to be there. And one of the things you realize that your business can never grow if you remain in that place where you have to be there. Because once you are not there, once you travel, then your business stops. And all your customers are waiting for you to come back. So if you have to travel for 3 months, that means there will be no business. And that is not business. Do you understand? So what I tried to do was, I started trying to remove myself from the forefront of the business. I wouldn't be the person who sees everybody who comes. It's not like I don't see customers. Sometimes I sit at the front desk, sometimes I still. But I love that I've been able to move away from being the business, and customers can deal with my team and they will get what they want and go away. Because this culture in Nigeria of, madam, can I see your madam? I must speak to your madam. If not, I don't want to do business.
Yeah.
It's, your madam can't be everywhere. If you have another thing you are doing, you have family, you have kids, you have to spread yourself around. So it would be good to have a business that is running when you're not there. So for me, that was a challenge, removing myself, because a lot of customers will say, if it's not you, I'm not coming. If you're not there, I'm not coming. And I had to let go of some of those people because I realized that I can't always see you. If if I'm not around and you don't want to deal with my team, then I guess I'll lose that customer. But a lot of people have also been very, very good, understanding. And today I get messages from people saying, I love your staff. I love the treat. I don't even ask for you. And I love that. So I don't even know, half of the clients that come and go anymore. And I love it. It means that I've made good progress.
Yeah. Is there any new projects we should be expecting? Any new collection?
There are like a million new projects in my head. Every day I think of a new project. That's the problem with being a creative. You are like a crazy person. You always have ideas. My friends around me always say, oh my God, you're always saying one thing or the other. We should do this. I should do that. You should do this. So, but yeah, I would say that I'm wide open now. It's 2020. It's COVID. There's so much that is so weird right now. But I'm open to, just seeing what can happen tomorrow. I'm not planning too far ahead anymore because, who knows? And the truth is, I planned for the whole year and COVID came and scattered everything. So right now I just say, plan for the next 24 hours, plan for the next, if something great comes along, But one thing I'll say is that I'm going to be dropping a lot of pictures continuously, because now I feel like my creative juices are really flowing. So
Kicking,
yeah.
yeah. Thank you so much for your time. Thank
Thank you.
you. Before you go, we would like you to pick two people to win today's giveaway.
To do what? To give?
To win today's giveaway.
Okay. So my chats, my things are not showing.
Oh.
My comments is frozen. I can't see people, the people watching. I can't see anything.